Cześć, witajcie, ja się nazywam Regden, a to kolejny, 14 już odcinek z gry Kingdom Come-Deliverance. A dzisiaj zaczniemy sobie pewnie kazanie. Dobrze, zacznij pewnie kazanie.
Brothers and sisters, let me get straight to the point. I'd like to talk about the church and how corrupt it is.
That whelp wants to preach about the church.
Bóg stoi nad kościołem.
One should not believe in the church, because the church is not God. God is above all things, and the church is but a means to salvation, which the prelates do not care to hear.
He's right.
Zgryźliwie.
It is the corruption of God's pastors here on earth that has brought misfortune on our heads. Plague, cumens, hunger, and chaos. The accursed wealth that the church is drowning in is poisoning almost the whole of Christendom. When dogs are fighting over a bone, take the bone and they will stop. Just like the flock of ravens that has descended on this land to peck up every speck of gold and silver. They show no mercy. Their hearts are poisoned by covetousness. They trade everything. Everything is for sale. You want to baptize a child? Pay. You want to steal and murder? Pay and you will have absolution. And the prelates sin and give themselves absolution.
For shame, shame upon them.
Grzeszyć
It is
jest
the
ludzka
custom of the
rzecz.
gluttonous prelates and monks to preach against sin. But what do they know of us ordinary folk? Let us remember the marriage at Cana, where our Lord Jesus Christ himself feasted with the other guests and drank his fill. And when the wine was gone, he performed a miracle and created more. He, whose companions were poor travellers, simple folk, prostitutes and troublemakers, performed a miracle so the feast could continue.
Now that's the kind of sermon I like to hear.
No, brothers and sisters, Jesus did not condemn alcohol. Drink to lighten the cross you bear in this vale of tears, but not with such abandon that you cannot keep holy the Sabbath. For there should be moderation in all things, and it is not drinking itself that is sinful, but intemperance and beastly indulgence.
He's right.
O. Zgryźliwie kontynuujmy.
Enough about sin, which the prelates are so fond of preaching about, and whose absolution they promise if you only pay enough coin to Mother Church. What if the devil himself
Sukces,
were to pay?
sukces.
Will the bishops tell us he too would ascend to heaven?
Sukcesy.
And what about those bishops? They sin without remorse, and with the money grasped from the poor for indulgences, they keep fine horses and hordes of servants to pamper them. They play dice and garb their mistresses in expensive furs, while Christ, the Lamb of God, walked barefoot and had nowhere to lay his head. Look to your consciences, you robbers of the poor, for you are seen by God and his people too.
Down with the prelates! Away with them!
We're fortunate to have our good Father Godwin. At least he's a fair and simple man.
Jakiś
I
cytat.
say to you in the words of Jan Hus, he who knows much, let him speak much. He who knows little, let him speak little. Let each speak as much as he knows, and he who knows nothing, let him at least teach his neighbour one virtuous deed by setting him good example and refraining from playing dice and from fornication. And that applies both to priests and to you, brothers and sisters.
That's his conclusion.
That is all I heard in Prague. Amen.
Proszę, żeby było dobrze, proszę, żeby było dobrze. Żeby mnie nie zbysztali jakoś. Bo chcę jednak dostać te informacje od niego.
The lad spoke well, considering what a soak he is.
He's right, that Hus.
The young man shouldn't drink so much, but the Lord's given him a
I'm
silver
glad he
tongue.
came here. I don't suppose I'll ever get to Prague, and he told it nicely.
Udało się, no dobra. Jakoś się udało.
Well, my boy, you have talent, and I can't deny it. And you pulled a thorn from my side. I almost didn't make it.
Yeah, I noticed. But I wasn't the only one.
Oh, what's to be done? I'll make it up somehow.
So, about our bargain.
Although it's a sin,
So gluttony and fornication.
God does forgive a penitent.
So
What did Limpy Lubos tell you? Was he at Neuhof that day? Who was with him? And where are they now?
Now slow down. I'm sorry, but he didn't tell me that much.
Don't let me down after all I've been through.
Nie.
For you,
Well, now Lubos came to me shortly after it happened. His conscience was gnawing at him. And I must say, in the end, he turned out to be a better man than he looked. He said they'd been hired through some crony of theirs. And at first they were just to steal some horses. But then it all turned sour and people started getting killed. And neither he nor his cronies wanted anything to do with that. So they fell out from the gang and fled.
fell out. Yeah, there was a body found in the woods by Neuhof.
That would explain something. Lubos kept jabbering that he wasn't a murderer, that he didn't want to do it.
So I know that Lubos killed the murderer and he's dead too. The trouble is, I need to find the ones who are still alive. I need names and places. Did he mention any of the others?
Only nicknames. Talked about some fella called Riki from Ledechko, Pius, Timmy.
Pious. That lot are about as pious as I am ordained.
Nonsense. You would make an excellent priest. And anyhow, with your skills, you ought to be able to sniff out this Riki from Ledechko, right?
Well, we'll have to now. There's not much else to go on. Let's hope he's not hanging from the wall too.
Indeed. And I'd hate to be excommunicated for nothing. Anyhow, good luck. You watch out for yourself. These people clearly mean business. And I'd like to raise a tankard with you again sometime.
Yeah, I'll try. Although I'm not sure I'd survive another night of your debauchery.
And if anyone should ask, you heard nothing from me. I'll deny everything.
I don't doubt it.
No to uratowałem księdza, no.
What the hell are you doing?
Co?
Be a bit more careful.
Albo jeszcze na tropie, okej. Idę się przespać do tego domku.
Could do with a bite to eat.
What's
No.
that? What do you want? You've no business.
Co what's that? Może jestem na terenie
Lord
prywatnym.
Almighty!
Może jestem na terenie prywatnym, no ale
Get
mojego
going.
dobrego przyjaciela księdza.
What part?
Co jest?
Now I'll teach you what clear off means. This definitely won't come cheap. You'll learn. Crime doesn't pay.
You're making a serious mistake. If only you knew what...
Do you think I'm...
Dobra.
Damn it. Here's your...
You've paid for your crimes. You there! Stop! Don't move a finger! Surrender! You'll have to answer for your lawbreaking.
Dobra, uspokój się. Ja chciałem się tylko przespać. Wytyfy. To już nie można się nawet przespać tutaj. A tutaj chociaż mogę się przespać? No mogę się przespać, no. Dobra. Przynajmniej tutaj. Muszę też trochę zacząć umiejętność negocjowania i retoryki poćwiczyć sobie. No. Dajemy, będę chciał pewnie coś jeść, no. Oczywiście, że Henry zawsze coś chce zjeść. Nie mogę. O, jedz z garnka, jedz z garnka. No i okej. Co mam teraz zrobić? Mapa. Znajdź śmierdziela. Okej. Szybka podróż. Kurde, nocą podróżuję. Jest większe ryzyko pewnie, że mnie napadną. Ale walić. No, wczytuj się, wczytuj się. Tam, no to... Gdzie? O, dobra. Masiwek. I lecimy. Znaleźć śmierdziela. Sobie odznaczę. Okej, odznaczyłem? Odznaczyłem tam, to dobra. Teraz moim głównym zadaniem jest... Czy to są jacyś bandyci? Mogę zapisać grę? Nie, nie mogę. Nie masz zbawiennego sznapsa. No nie. Tak, to są bandyci, ale nie będę ich atakować. Bo nie mam zbawiennego sznapsa. A poza tym... Pytanie. O, w sile mogę sobie dodać. Dzik. Co to jest? Obniżyć wytrzymałość i zdrowie przeciwnika, zdarzając się nim, jeśli twoja zbroja... No dobra, żelazny uścisk. Nie zwolni. Jeśli walki nawet gdy... Ty, to jest dobre. A twierdza? Nie, to jest lepsze pewnie. A teraz tu. Poziom główny. Bezsenny. Ale nie, bo nawet nie wiem. Raz, który możesz wytrzymać bez snu, poziom twojej energii spada 4-krotnie wolniej. Okej. Fuck. Gracz. To bezsenny, ta to było? Tak. Ucz się. Gilia renegatów, co to jest? Pozwolenie zwinięcia. Mieszczanin? Miasta Zwiadowca. Okej, to... Albo? Jest... Nie, to. Zwiadowca. A przydałoby mi się... Czemu to jest? Nie wiem, co to znaczy. Ale nagietkowy odwar sobie jeden pije. Może to mi jakoś poprawi zdrowie? No coś mi tam leci do tego zdrowia do przodu. No dobra. Idziemy dalej. Pam. Punkty za dodatki. Okej. Sobie za chwilę to zobaczę. Rataje lasy. Mogę zapisać w końcu nie, bo nie mam zbawiennego sznapsa, no ja nie mogę. Aj. Teraz rozumiem, co ludzie mówili, że to nie da się tak zapisać łatwo. O nie, o nie. Czekaj, jak już jestem w ratajach. Jeny. Jak wyjdziesz z tego. O dobra. Jak już jestem w ratajach, to mogę sobie podejść... Mapa. Tak? Mogę podejść do Teresy. Dobra, podjedźmy do Teresy. Bo mieliśmy to zrobić wcześniej, a to przecież jest krótkie zadanie. Przejdziemy się, pogadamy i będzie spoko. Pytanie teraz. Tak, w Ratajach, dobra. Bo ja się zastanawiałem, że kim jest, jaki zamek ma i miasto, ten Hanusz. Bo mi coś się tak właśnie wydawało, że Rataje, ale tak nie byłem do końca pewien. Wolałem sprawdzić. No, idź. Idź, Siwek, idź. Teraz mogę zapłacić mu w złocie. No skacz, Siwek. Dobra, nakręca. Czasem nie ogarniam Siwka. Nie zgadnę, co tutaj się przejdziemy, co nie? TERESą. No jedno. A nie, wpadnę tutaj w jakąś pułapkę. Lecimy dalej, dobra. I tutaj jest dom Teresy, to znaczy młyn. Cyk, otwórz. Nie wiem. Siemano. Użyj drabiny. Teresa, honoino. Teresa.
No. My God. No. Let me sleep.
Jeny. Sleep. Niepotrzebny ci sen przecież. Nikomu nie jest potrzebny sen przecież. A teraz?
Go away. Leave me alone.
No. Już jest rano, no kurde. Wstawaj. Do której ona śpi? Jak jest 7, a ona jeszcze nie chce wstawać. Do pracy w polu. No. A teraz jej nie ma, no. Powalony. Ale przynajmniej nie chce mi się jeść. Ani nie muszę iść spać. Siemano. Co tam u ciebie?
Good God, you look terrible. Did someone attack you? Take care now.
Kaje Teresa. Tu.
So what are we to do with you, Henry?
Masz ochotę znowu coś zrobić?
Don't you want to do something together again?
I can't now. Come back in the evening, will you?
Dobra, coś ci
I
przyniosłem?
brought you something.
Tu. Ale w sztuce jednej. Nie powrót. Potwierdź odbiór.
Oh, Hal. Is this for me? This must have cost you a fortune. But I like it very much, thank you. You really mustn't bring me any more gifts like that, or you'll spoil me.
Nie wiem, gdzieś znalazłem ich. Wstań. Dobra, to się pójdę przespać.
Look where you're going.
I. Wieczorem. No, gdzieś tak. Pewnie strawa mi spadnie, no. No ale to spoko, to tam tylko sobie weźmiemy i zjemy z garnka od peszka, co tam jest. Mhm. Jedz z garnka. No i kurde gites. Otwórz. Już jest wieczór. Ju.
So what are we to do?
How about now?
It's late now, but come by earlier tomorrow.
Czekaj, co? Ja pier... Przyjdź wieczorem. Bo do 20. Teraz to już za późno. Przyjdź jutro rano wcześnie. Jak ona mi powie rano, że nie, bo mam przyjść wieczorem, to się kurde wkurzę. Przyjdź wieczorem. Nie, przyjdź rano. Nie mogę nic jeść z garnka, no. J. Miałem coś z jedzenia, no. J. Kajeta Teresa. Teraz.
Look at you.
How about now? Fancy a walk to the town?
I can't now. Come back in the evening, will you?
Iwano nie.
What are you doing?
Przyjdę o 16. Ja nie mogę. Serio. A serio. Jest coś do jedzenia? Nie, peszko. No ugotuj. Nie wiem, mogę marchewkę, no. J. Suszone owoce mogę zjeść. Suszone mięso. Mam jeszcze. Teresa.
Shouldn't you tidy yourself?
How about now?
That sounds wonderful. Everyone
Wreszcie.
says the Broken Wheel Tavern is the fun place to be in the evening. I want you to take me there.
Have you ever been to a tavern?
Me and my father used to stop at the tavern in the glade when he was taking the flour into town, but he never wanted to take me inside. What do you think, Hal? Shall we go?
Shall we?
And just where might that be?
Just a...
Well,
I will.
let's be going.
No idź. Bo jeszcze mam dużo rzeczy do zrobienia. No. Gdzie to jest? Gdzie to jest? To niby tu? Nie.
Go to taverns a lot, do you?
Sometimes. If I want a proper meal, I have to. You wouldn't want to eat the stuff I cook.
Czekaj, czy mogę ją wziąć na koń?
I haven't forgotten that bet you made back in Skalitz that time.
Don't talk about those oat cakes. Fritz's belly heaves at the very mention.
Nie, no
even
nie
now.
chcę wejść.
And that's where you go to woo wenches, is it?
Yeah, naturally. The taverns and baths are where the best ones gather.
You lout.
There's no need to take it the wrong way.
I'm not taking it any way at all.
It's all right. I'm only joking. I don't go picking up women in taverns. I prefer a different sort.
What sort might that be?
All mouth and green eyes.
You're such a...
Come on then.
Nieźle, Henry, nieźle. Bez mojej pomocy już podrywa.
So, here we are.
O, fajnie, że nie trzeba było oglądać całej drogi.
Yeah, should we order something?
Yes, definitely.
Service?
Ah, a pair of lovebirds. What would you like to order?
Jedzenie.
Is it alright?
It's excellent.
This ale, there's no better in the province.
You know what?
What? What are you doing? Oh, no.
No, no, no.
But really?
Yes. Oh, come on, be brave.
No, I've never...
Hand on my hip.
I don't even know how.
And off we go.
But really, I don't know how.
You're doing just fine.
Alright.
Nadepnie ją.
Oh,
All right.
it's fine. Alright. Oh, very nice. Not so bad. You wore me out.
And you said you couldn't dance.
How about a dance with a real man?
How about you leave me alone and bother someone else?
Oh, come on. It's a crime to waste a body like that on a scrawny boy like him. You got tits like a cow in calf. Ah, that's it. I like a woman to fight before I fuck her.
Dobrze, Henry. Będzie
You'll
bitka.
pay for that, boy.
Tak. A kto ma miecz? Za jeden. Tylko smaszowałem. Nawet mnie nie trafił, halo!
My hero. Does it hurt?
You should worry about the other fella. I'm fine. Ow!
Of course you are. That's why you wince every time I touch you. You saw him off, though. He wasn't feeling so playful after you'd finished with him.
That tickles.
Baby.
No spoko. Tylko, że nie...
You'll probably be fine. But try to give your hands some rest. Don't go lifting anything too heavy.
Thank you. Can I take you home?
You never give up. Are you sure you don't need a bit more rest? I can find my own way home.
I'll manage those few extra steps.
Come on then, hero.
No dobra, bo już myślałem, że będę musiał na serio iść. A tu cutscenka będzie chyba? Chyba. Proszę, żeby była cutscenka. Albo już było skrócone, bo nie chce mi się iść. Dobra. A mój naśpieśku paci.
I'll give you this. Nights out with you might be painful, but they're never boring.
I do my best.
You should go in before Peshek starts fretting.
Ło, Henry.
Oh.
Najlepsza reakcja. Och. O. O. Spoko. Muszę zaprosić Teresę jeszcze za co? Dobra, uspokój się, Henry. Nie musisz nikogo zapraszać. A jedyne co musisz zrobić, to pojechać i sprawdzić. Ten koń jest niesamowity. I sprawdzić, czy ten gość jeszcze żyje. Ten cały... Jak on miał? Ten, co go szukamy teraz. Jak go szukamy? Śmierdzielec. Śmierdzielec. No, musimy znaleźć śmierdzielca. Jeny. I myk. A on taki już tutaj nieżywy. Pewnie cała ekipa będzie już nieżywa. I pewnie będę musiał jechać do tych dwóch pozostałych. Do tego Tymka i jeszcze jakiegoś tam. Param. A i w tamtym mieście mam co znaleźć, tam? W miasteczku właściwie. Dobra, gdzie jest tawerna? Wszyscy zawsze są w tawernie, znani. Tawerna. Bruce. Dobra, uspokój się. Kowal. A gdzie tawerna? Tawerna jest chyba po tamtej stronie rzeki. Strzelnica i tu jest chyba tawerna, bo takie zagrodzenie fajne. Tak? Tak, tawerna. Na pewno. Oberża, no. Dobra. Adela, rozmawiaj. No rozmawiaj, no. No halo, no.
Watch where you're going.
Śmierdziel.
I'm looking for a fellow they call Riki. Do you know him?
Ah, that would be Hinek, the tanner's son. Yeah, I know him. He comes here now and again for a chat.
Ah, I see. So Riki is his nickname?
Aye, but I wouldn't call him that to his face. He doesn't like it much.
No, I don't suppose he would.
So what about you then? You look a bit careworn. A bath with a bit of company might do you good.
Maybe later, sweetheart. Right now, I have some questions to ask.
Ask away then.
Yes,
Where can I find Hinek?
I haven't seen him in the village for a few days. He must have run off to the woods again.
Does he do that often?
From time to time.
What the hell does he get up to there?
I don't know.
He goes to the woods from time to time. That smells fishy to me.
What do you mean? There's no law against it, is there?
With all the footpads, looters, cumans, and God knows what other vermin around, it's not the sort of thing an honest man would do.
But Hinek doesn't have anything to do with those people.
Oh, really? Then what does he do there? I don't imagine he's gathering mushrooms.
I really don't know what you
Tak,
want from me.
porażka.
So Hinek is a bit odd and sometimes he goes off into the woods.
A
So
jakbym
what?
powiedział, że jestem jego przyjacielem, no to ona by się skapnęła prędzej, bo przecież ja się go spytałem, czy ona zna takiego gościa jak Śmierdziel.
When did you last see him?
A few days ago, he came to me late in the evening, drunk.
And that was unusual?
I never saw him drink much. He always came to me sober.
So he was acting strangely that evening?
He was strange. I had the feeling he was afraid of something. He keeps prattling on and didn't seem to care about you know what. So I threw him out and I haven't seen him since.
Can you remember anything he said that evening?
Oh, I'm not sure. He went on about some fellow called Lubosh who died. That he was regretting he ever got into it. But he never said what it was. And that it wasn't worth it for the money. Aye. And then he was talking about the money. That was very odd.
Okej.
What did he say about the money?
Just that he had a pile of it hidden behind his house.
I see. What did you say to that?
What could I say? He was drunk. He kept saying I was a fine girl, and other harlots wouldn't go with him even for money. And if I wanted, I could even take half the money and leave. Or he'd go with me and we could get married and such. All just poppycock.
A, dobra, to koniec rozmowy.
Yeah.
Aha, tu są łaźnie. Co ja mam zrobić teraz? Rozmawiaj z obcym śmierdziela, no ale... A jego ojciec? Gdzie jest jego ojciec? O, tutaj. Dobra, tu muszę się kierować do punktu B. Mam chociaż jakikolwiek trop, przynajmniej. Nie będę brał konia, bo i tak to jest blisko. A nie chcę się specjalnie wchodzić na koń, później jechać. Według mnie szybciej jest tutaj, tak sobie pójść. Dobra, więc tutaj mieszka ten ojciec. Gdzie jest wejście teraz? Tylko powiedzcie. Gdzie jest wejście? Gdzie są drzwi? No tu są drzwi, no. Chyba. A nie, to jest włamanie, no dobra, no. I muszę poczekać. Tak. To poczekajmy. Czekajmy na tego ojca, aż wyjdzie. I sam nam powie. No, już. Dobra. Tu jest jego ojciec chyba.
Could do with a bite to eat.
Rabasz.
Good health to you.
I'm looking for your son. Any idea where he might be?
I don't know nothing.
Nic
Don't
nie
you at
wiem.
least know where he usually goes? It's important.
Hinek shows up at home once in a blue moon, so I don't know nothing about where he gets to. Even if I did, why would I tell every Tom, Dick and Harry?
Watch your tongue, peasant. I'm an envoy of Sir Radzig Kobyla, and this is an official investigation. Stop trying to put me off and tell me where your son is right now.
Porażka.
I
Nie,
apologize
sukces.
if I offended you, young man. But still, I don't know where Hinek is. He turned up at the house a while back, but then he vanished again in a hurry.
And you don't know where he went? What?
Look, it's been clear to me for a long time that my boy was headed for the gallows. But I'm still his father, right? And you can't expect me to rat on my own son.
If you value your son's life at all, you better pray I find him, because I'm not the only one looking for him.
That's no surprise. But what of it? If you're here on behalf of Sir Radzig, there's nothing waiting for Hinek but the gibbet.
Zależy od
That's
pana
for Sir
Relika.
Radzig to judge. But even if it's true, I'm sure Hinek would rather hang than fall into the hands of those savages.
I can't say you put my mind at ease. But to hell with it. I'll tell you what I know. All right. He was here a few days ago, but he left right away. He looked like he was in a hurry.
And you don't know where he went?
I've got an idea, but I don't know where it is exactly.
I don't follow.
Hinek makes some money on the side from poaching. He boasted to me a few times about what a great hideout he found in the woods, but he never told me where it is.
Well, it's not much to go on, but it's better than nothing. Thank you.
Okej.
Go. And if he's really in as much shit as you say, what are you doing here? Try and find him.
Czyli mam poszukać w lesie, tak? No to w lesie mam poszukać chyba, no. Czemu mam znaleźć śmierdziela jeszcze tutaj? Może jeszcze muszę popytać o kryjówkę.
Don't you
kryjówka.
have any clue at all where his hideout could be?
I really don't know nothing about that. I could tell when he'd come from there is all.
How's that?
Because every time he brought some hides for tanning and money.
He had money because he sold the stuff right away.
I suppose. He never kept any of his loot here.
Do you know who he sold it to?
No. But the innkeeper came here now and again and gave him coin. Of course, it could have been for me.
All right, I'll ask at the inn then.
Czyli oberżysta.
Go. And if he's really in as much shit as you say.
Dobra. Teraz to już zawoła mi siwka. Podataj. Przepraszam, czy to nie jesteś Siwek? Nie, Wacek.
Good health to you.
So you know this Hinek. Can you tell me something about him?
Not much, I confess. Most of the village folk avoid him like the plague.
Why's that?
No one with a nose likes spending too much time around tanners. And that Riki keeps bad company. I've never heard a good word said about him.
Koniec rozmowy.
Don't you start. Oh well, I wouldn't mind a bite to eat, actually.
Kurde, jakbym jeszcze mógł zmniejszyć to... Tu jest Gdzie jest oberża? Tu jest oberża? Na pewno? Gdzie jest oberża? Tam gdzieś? Tu powinno być przecież oberża, a nie łaźnie.
Damn it, I'm hungry.
Czyli aha, czyli jednak się myliłem, dobra. To nie było tam oberżą, tylko łaźnie. Wieśniak, oberżysta.
I'll be with you.
Pierdziele.
I want to ask about the courier's son, Hinek.
But ask someone else. They've nothing to do with Riki. He'd only drive my customers away.
Really? I heard a different story. I heard the two of you do business together.
Who are you, anyway?
A friend of Hinek's. He's gone missing and I need to find him.
I don't know where he is. But if you find the bastard, tell him he still owes me some goods.
I don't give a damn what deals you've been doing together. I won't tell anyone. I just need to know where Riki is. It's urgent.
What have our deals got to do with where he disappeared to?
More than you think. It's likely Riki is hiding out at his poaching lair. And believe me, it wasn't hard to find out who was buying game from him, and it's even easier to go to the castle and tell them. Poaching's a crime, after all.
I don't like being threatened.
Porażka.
And I'm telling you for the last time, I don't know where he is.
About the goods Riki owes you.
What about it?
Well, supposing I settle the account for him and you stop dodging my questions and tell me what I want to know.
I suppose that would be all right.
How much is it?
Before he vanished, I paid him in advance for 5 heirs.
Co?
We can settle things right away. As it happens, I have some game with me.
Let's see it then.
Nie mam, bo zjadłem wszystko.
Have you got it or not?
I spent a few days staying at my brother's in Ujic.
Take care
Eat.
now.
Good night's sleep there.
Ale to sobie zrobimy już chyba w następnym odcinku. Dzięki za dzisiaj i do usłyszenia. Cześć!